Welcome to Mystery Stories for Sleep, where the unknown meets the mysterious. Relax, unwind, and let the intrigue carry you into the night. Your journey into the strange begins now.
All right, buckle up, because this deep dive, well, it takes us straight to ancient Egypt.
Ooh, ancient Egypt.
We're talking King Tut.
Yeah.
A name that, well, it echoes through time.
It really does.
And not just for his, reign as pharaoh.
Sure.
We're diving into the legend of his curse.
Of course, the curse.
Yeah. What is the real story behind all those whispers of a mummy's revenge?
It's fascinating how this story, it kind of blends like a really monumental archaeological find
Right.
with this deep-seated human fascination with the supernatural.
Totally.
You see, it all started back in 1922 in Egypt's Valley of the Kings.
Okay, so picture this, right?
Yeah.
Like a landscape of, scorching sand, hidden tombs.
Uh-huh.
And it's here that Howard Carter, an archaeologist, stumbles on something truly extraordinary.
He really did. He discovered the tomb of Tutankhamun, this young pharaoh whose time and power, well, it was cut short.
Right.
But, his legacy is forever intertwined with this incredible find.
Yeah, and what made this discovery so significant?
The state of the tomb itself,
Oh.
it was practically untouched
Untouched, you mean?
for over 3 millennia.
Wow.
Yeah, imagine like a treasure trove.
Right.
Sealed in time, a glimpse into this really opulent world of ancient Egyptian royalty.
Right.
Gold, jewels, intricate artifacts. I mean, it was an archaeologist's dream, like a monumental, historical discovery.
Yeah.
But alongside this incredible find, this kind of darker narrative began to emerge.
You mean the whispers of a curse?
Exactly. Yeah. Inscriptions on the tomb walls, they were interpreted as warnings.
Right.
And they fueled all these rumors of a vengeful pharaoh, right?
Yeah.
Protecting his resting place.
It does sound like something straight out of like an adventure novel.
It really does.
But then the unexplained starts to happen.
Yeah.
And that's where things take a turn.
Right.
For the eerie,
They do.
the first alleged victim.
Yeah.
None other than Lord Carnarvon.
Yes.
The financial backer of the whole excavation.
Lord Carnarvon was present at the tomb's opening.
Right.
And tragically, just a few months later, he passed away.
The official cause of death.
An infected mosquito bite.
But come on, the timing, it seems almost too perfect, right?
It does. It does.
For this whole cursed narrative.
Yeah.
It's like the ancient world, like reaching out, right?
Yeah.
With a vengeance.
Right.
But Lord Carnarvon's death was just the beginning, right?
Sadly, yeah, it was over the years, the press, they linked over 20 deaths
Oh, wow.
to the tomb's excavation.
Wow.
And it turned all this speculation about this curse into like a media frenzy.
So who else fell victim
Right.
to this alleged curse?
Wow.
What were the stories that, really fueled this whole legend?
So you have the case of Sir Bruce Ingham.
Okay.
He was an archaeologist
Right.
who visited the tomb.
Yeah.
And he supposedly received a mummified hand.
Okay, that's already sending shivers down my spine.
I know, as a souvenir.
Yeah.
And shortly after that, his house burned down
Oh my gosh.
in a mysterious fire.
Wow.
Then you have George J. Gould, this wealthy businessman,
Right.
who also visited the tomb,
Right.
and he took ill
Oh, wow.
almost immediately afterward.
Really?
And so, it fueled the rumors even more.
So it's like this curse wasn't picky or anything. It targeted
Yes.
the wealthy, the intellect, anyone who, dared to disturb this tomb.
It's true. And these stories, as sensationalized as they were,
Right.
they tapped into this primal fear,
Yeah.
of the unknown.
Right.
But, as fascinating as these anecdotes are,
Yeah.
they don't necessarily point to a
Right.
supernatural cause.
Okay.
In fact, there are some pretty compelling
Okay.
scientific explanations
Okay.
that offer a different perspective.
Okay, so time to swap our ghost stories
Right?
for,
Yeah.
lab coats.
Exactly.
And look at the science.
Yes.
What could explain these seemingly cursed events?
So imagine this.
Okay.
A tomb sealed for centuries
Right.
becomes like a time capsule.
Right.
But not the kind with old newspapers and trinkets, right?
Right. Right.
This one's a sealed environment,
Okay.
harboring something much less pleasant,
Okay.
mold, fungi, bacteria.
Oh, okay.
that have been flourishing in the darkness
Right.
for millennia.
So basically like a buffet of ancient germs
Exactly.
that modern immune systems have never,
Never encountered.
encountered. Yeah.
Exactly. And one theory
Yeah.
suggests that Aspergillus fungus,
Okay.
which can thrive in these enclosed spaces,
Right.
might have been present in the tomb.
Okay.
And exposure to this fungus,
Yeah.
can be quite dangerous,
Right.
especially back then when
Right.
they lacked modern,
Right.
medical treatments.
Right. So that seemingly innocent mosquito bite
Exactly.
on Lord Carnarvon,
Yes.
maybe it wasn't the bite itself
Right.
that was fatal,
Right.
but the introduction of this ancient fungus
It's possible.
into his system.
It's possible. And
Yeah.
we can't forget about the
Right.
potential for,
Right.
dangerous gases trapped inside the tomb.
Oh, right, yeah.
So when Carter and his team broke the seal,
Yeah.
they could have unleashed this wave of,
Yeah.
ammonia and formaldehyde.
Oh, wow.
Both toxic substances.
Talk about bad ventilation, right?
I know, right?
Like, are you saying that there's no room for the supernatural?
Oh.
It's just a series of
Yeah,
unfortunate but,
Right.
scientifically explainable events?
I think so.
I mean, it seems like science provides a
Yeah,
pretty compelling case, right?
it does.
But isn't it strange how these
Yes.
stories of curses,
Yeah.
they persist, right?
Yeah,
Even with,
I know.
logical
It
explanations.
is interesting.
Why do you think that is?
It's the mystery, right? It's that, enduring power.
Yeah.
Humans, we're hardwired
Yeah.
to find these patterns.
Right.
And seek out explanations,
Right.
even when faced with the unknown.
Totally.
And,
Yeah.
few things really capture the imagination,
Right.
like ancient Egypt, right?
Right.
And this idea of a pharaoh's revenge.
Right. It's like these stories tap into
Wow.
something primal,
Yeah.
this fear
Mhm.
that's been passed down
It's totally.
through generations.
It's true.
But there's also this fascinating,
Yeah.
psychological angle too, right?
Right.
This idea that, the fear of the curse itself
Right.
might have,
Yeah.
contributed to some of these events.
Absolutely.
Right.
Like the nocebo effect,
Right.
The lesser known cousin of, the
Yeah.
placebo effect, right? Where if you believe strongly enough
Right.
that something, even a curse,
Right.
can harm you,
Yeah.
it can manifest
Wow.
in very real ways,
Wow. So like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
Which, it begs the question,
Yeah.
if Howard Carter was so dismissive
Right.
of this whole curse,
Yeah.
could that explain why he,
Right.
seemingly escaped it?
Right. Right. Right.
Maybe?
He lived for another 17 years
Exactly.
after opening the tomb.
Right.
Died of natural causes.
It's possible
Yeah.
that,
Yeah.
his steadfast belief, right,
Right.
in science
Yeah.
acted as a shield
Wow.
against, the
Right,
power of suggestion.
Right.
Or maybe it was just luck,
Yeah,
right?
We can't, we can't ignore,
Yeah.
the scientific explanations
Right.
for these events.
Right. So where do we land on this?
Right.
Is the curse of King Tut real?
That's the beauty of it all, isn't it?
Yeah.
The answer remains elusive.
Right.
We've explored, the historical context,
Oh,
the
yeah.
anecdotal evidence. We've looked at the science.
Right.
We've even looked at these psychological factors at play.
Yeah.
And yet
Yeah.
the mystery remains.
It does. It seems like some stories are just
They are.
too good, right?
Yeah.
To be confined to a simple answer.
Right. It's true.
It's like a good reminder that, the past,
Yes.
even with all our tools and all our knowledge,
Yes.
it still holds its secrets.
It really does.
Well said, as always.
Well, thank you.
We've journeyed through time today, haven't we?
We have.
Explored, the depths of an ancient tomb.
Yes.
And grappled with a mystery that
That continues.
continues to captivate.
Yes.
It seems like there's always more to uncover.
Always.
More to ponder.
Absolutely.
Until next time,
Yes.
keep asking questions, everyone.
Keep exploring.
Keep exploring.
And keep diving deep.
And keep diving deep into these mysteries
Yes.
that surround us.